Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full face of first impressions of new makeup. I'm super excited. I placed a Sephora order about a week and a half ago and everything just finally came in a couple days ago. I've been holding off not using anything because I wanted to film this for you guys and try everything on camera. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and let's just get into it. So this is like my third, I think, makeup video that I've filmed. I absolutely love makeup and hair and everything like that and fashion, so these videos like literally are so fun to film for me. But I'm going to start out with two new products. I'm going to mix the Caudalie Vino Perfect Serum and the Fenty All Over Dewdrops in Honey Citrine 03. I have obviously not used the Fenty drops yet, and this Vino Perfect Serum was just sent to me in PR from Caudalie, so thank you so much. I've used this one time before at Sephora as like a tester to try it out, and I really liked it. I'm gonna try the dewdrops, I think, on their own first. So I'm just gonna put, let's say, 3 drops. And if I'm looking down over here, it's because my mirror's over here. Let's hope that this blends out. Oh my gosh. I really like how it's not glittery, it's just very glowy. I feel like this will look really good under the foundation or creams that we put on after. Okay, so I like that so far. The serum feels really nice on my skin, and the dewdrops don't feel sticky or anything. They feel honestly really hydrating. Next, I'm gonna go straight into the base. So I'm going to try out the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This shade looks a little bit light for me, so I might have to mix in my foundation that I always use, which is the Dior Backstage Foundation. I've used that many times before. This will be my first time using this, and it is definitely light. Okay, great. So looking past how light this is, I like the consistency. It's very light. It's almost like a serum. So I'm going to just focus a little bit of this in the center areas of my face because I do my makeup lighter in the center and then darker around the edges anyway. And then I'm just gonna take like half a squirt of this on the back of my hand, like literally barely anything, and just dot it all over my face to get some of the color back. I used to be the biggest Beauty Blender fan, and I honestly cannot remember the last time I've used a Beauty Blender because I've been using these like packed brushes instead. I'm pretty sure this is a synthetic brush. This is the Morphe M439 brush, and just stippling the product onto my skin. I feel like I waste so much less product by doing this and have to put on so much less because the Beauty Blender isn't absorbing all of the product. Okay, I really like this stuff. I feel like my base has never looked this glowy before without any like highlighter or powders. So this is kind of crazy. I don't know if it's because of the drops or it's the Flawless Filter or if it's both together, but I really like it so far. For concealer, I'm just going to go in with my Dior concealer. That's nothing new here. I have yet to find a concealer that I like better than this one. My second favorite concealer, which I will mix in with this, is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This I've been using so much longer than the Dior. This is just a good concealer to have. I feel like it blends down super well, and if you let it dry, it'll give you more coverage. So I usually let this all sit for like 30 to 45 seconds, and then I'll take a smaller, like tapered, flat brush almost, and buff it out instead of using my Beauty Blender. So before bronzer, to set my face, I'm going to use the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Medium 2. I've heard such good things about this. Ooh, she's pretty. So I think I'm just going to take a fluffier brush, something like this. This is the Morphe M105 brush, and just set underneath my eyes. I tend to crease a lot underneath my eyes, so this will definitely be the test. I'm just gonna put some in my T-zone as well, and then on my forehead over here. And just set that for now. I'm going to come back with that powder at a later time. I don't want to set anywhere over here or around the edges of my face because I'm going to go in with the NARS New Laguna Cream Bronzer. I saw one girl on Instagram Reels use this, and I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with NARS bronzer, and it's cream. So this, I'm definitely going to take like a stippling type of brush and just, I guess, go in, tap it a little bit. I'm not sure how pigmented this is. It could be really scary in 3 seconds. Okay. I mean, it's blendable. Okay, so I'm just gonna stipple it on where I want to be bronzed and then worry about blending it out after. So I always get my jawline, a little bit by my nose, and underneath my lip, and then my cheekbones and my forehead. The first thing I can say about the bronzer is that it's more of like a contour color instead of a orange, like, bronzing color, which I really, really like. So let's see how this blends out. I'm going to take another flat brush and just, in circular motions, blend up towards my cheekbone. Oh my god, that literally blended so easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more actually around my cheekbones and just stamp a little bit and blend upward. I think I just found my new favorite contour. I'm gonna go back into the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder on a little makeup sponge and just cut where I put that bronzer and just let that sit for a sec. And then I'm just gonna take whatever was left on the brush that I used to set under my eyes with the powder and just lightly go over my contour. This isn't changing the color at all, it's basically just setting it. Sometimes I won't go and set it with another bronzer because I don't want it to be too harsh or the colors to clash. So I'll just use a little bit of setting powder that's left on the brush and wipe away any that's left and just basically set the rest of the face really lightly. I'm probably the most excited about this Rare Beauty blush. I have heard nothing but great things about everything from Rare Beauty, but this is in the shade Hope, and I heard that you literally need like a dot, so I'm going to just put a dot and see how much we can blend this out. I'm going to use an angled tapered brush and just blend this out, again upwards and towards my cheekbones, temples of my eyes. I love it. And everyone was right, you literally only need a dot. Oh my god, that covered like my entire face. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm going to use my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I usually use the L'Oreal Brow Definer, but this is a repurchase of mine. I've had this a couple years ago, and I just repurchased another one. I think the L'Oreal one is great too, but I do feel like the shade of the Anastasia Brow Wiz matches my eyebrows a little bit better, so I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. I've been like weird with my eyebrows lately. I haven't really been filling them in. I've kind of just been putting gel and then letting them just do their thing. But I think when I fill them in, it really just like pulls the makeup together, especially if I'm doing like a full face. And I'll really just focus it on the middle to the end of my eyebrows, filling them in the most. This is not new, you've seen this before. I love the Refi Brow Sculpt. This is probably the best eyebrow gel that I've ever used, and I've tried the Anastasia one, I've tried drugstore ones, I've tried tinted brow gels, but this is definitely my favorite. And if you didn't know, the top comes off and it has this little applicator where you can push your brows up and set them into place. Before I go into eyes, I'm going to use the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. This is also new for me. I've only used this I think one time, but I've never used it to set my makeup. So I'm going to do that now. I don't know what's in this, but it feels nice. Nice. I have had my eye on this for so long, and I finally pulled the trigger and bought it. Holy, oh my god. Okay, I think the safest option is to take just a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go in with this third shade in the middle almost, right here, and just start to buff that into my crease. Eyeshadow is something that I never really buy. I kind of just use what I have. And I've had the same Morphe palette for like 3 years. Now I'm gonna take this brown shade to darken up the outer crease. Oh my god, they're so pigmented! Okay, and I think for the lid, I'm going to take this shade right here. It's been eyeing me. It's kind of like a pinky bronze gold shimmery shade. I'm just gonna stamp this on the middle of my eyelid. And then taking that same fluffy brush, just blending in any harsh edges. I think the eyes look so good so far. It's so subtle, but still like very shimmery and pretty. I feel like you can create this with most eyeshadow palettes. You don't have to get the Patrick Ta one. It's just like a bronze shimmery shade on the lid and then 2 brown colors on the crease and the outer V to blend it all together. I'm gonna go back in with that dark brown that we took in the crease and take a flat little brush like this and dust it underneath my waterline. Now to finish the eyes and add some shine to the face, I'm going to use the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. This is something I'm also really excited for. I've been hearing so many good things about this. So I'm just going to take a little flat brush like this and add a little bit to the brow bone and inner corner of my eye. I'm going to add a little bit on my nose, and then with my finger on my cheekbones. This stuff is like blinding. Now for mascara, I'm going to use my Kevyn Aucoin eyelash curler and just curl my lashes. And I'm going to try the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water mascara. I saw this on the Sephora website and it had great reviews, so I decided to try it. It's a very light formula, which I like. I don't really like things that weigh my eyes down. I really never wear false eyelashes, like, ever, because I just don't like the way that they feel on my eyes. And I'm just going to put a second coat with the telescopic mascara on top of that. I have been using this telescopic for a couple months now, and it has become one of my favorite mascaras. This is really good at separating the lashes. Okay, and then last but not least, I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheat Lip Liner. I'm not really sure what it's called, but everyone is obsessed with Pillow Talk, and I tried it at Sephora one time and really liked it, so I was like, why not pick it up? This is in the medium 2 shade, and I'm just going to lightly line my lips with this. I feel like this is like the perfect lip liner shade to give my lips some dimension with my skin tone. It's kind of hard for me to find a good nude, pinky, not too pink, not too orange lip liner, and I really like this one so far. I think it looks pretty with the makeup. And then to finish lips, I'm just going to take my Dior lip oil and my Tarte Lip Plump Maracuja Juicy Oil. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom, and layer these on top of each other. I'm going to finish off with one more spray of the Caudalie Elixir. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try out a bunch of new makeup. I hope this inspired you to go try some new makeup if you haven't already. Be sure to follow me on Instagram to keep updated on how this makeup stayed throughout the night. I am going to head to dinner in like 30 minutes, so I'm going to get changed and test this makeup out and see how well it lasts. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!